Okay. It's my habit. I try not to start every episode with saying okay. If I'm not aware of it, it's exactly what I say. Music's a little loud even for me. Let's go ahead and get that back down. Mouse is feeling a little weak. Maybe time for new batteries. Yep, I think it is. Let's see what we got handy here. Off. Open. Open off. Oh, these are good. These are rechargeable. So we put these on the battery charger. Let's see what else we got floating around over here. Nothing else that's AAA. Those would all fit the keyboard. Okay, that set's charging. What else we got available? I was gonna stop the recording, but can't do it without the batteries anyways. Here's a kind of a dead slacker pile. Oh, here's another rechargeable. I don't know if there's anything left in it though. Just 2 rechargeables. Throw both of those in. The ones that are rechargeable. There's another rechargeable. Those 2 probably aren't. I mean, they're obviously not. But there's 4. Okay, these aren't charging. Flashing red, that means they're probably close to dead anyways. So we can charge this set. You gotta have 2 at a time to charge anyways. For the AAAs. There, that set looks like it's taking a charge. Okay, here's 2 AAAs. Try and use them up before we toss them in the bin. Turn it back on. Yep, much better. That'll save me a lot of wear and tear before the night's over. Still gotta edit all these broadcasts from today. Pull the highlights out for episodes. Workflow is adapting a lot, specifically from Twitch's workflow. It's like I'm adjusting Twitch's customization to kind of merge it with my workflow. So I can actually capture the broadcast live, and then I've got 2 weeks to sort them out before Twitch deletes them. So from there I can pull out highlights, and then I can actually export those over to YouTube. So that cuts down a lot of that bandwidth I was talking about tying up the processor for uploads earlier in the series. So that'll be nice. Might feel it was a little more work last night, just kind of learning Twitch's API and stuff. Or not their API, but just kind of learning their workflow, learning how to pull out the highlights and how to export to YouTube, what to expect from that, because everything I recorded yesterday I didn't know how it was going to play out. Which, like, even now I'm probably messing up on my recordings, but I'm getting my stream that I can pull the recordings out of, so it's really just as better. So I can almost forget the recording buttons now. When I started anyways, just out of habit, keep things kind of consistent for the transition. But so far I think I'll be able to delete the local recordings and not have to upload anything. I can just record the broadcast as they're being made. Get back in my box. Got my pictures box right there. So what we need to do now, we'll delete this 7. We'll delete both of these, I think, just to keep it consistent. what we'll end up needing, we'll need a browser over here. Pull back on the Twitch so I can see what's there. Make that full screen. And then put the OSB on top of that. Okay, all that's good. Here we are in chapter 7. What we really want is, well, all that description picks up in there. That's pretty cool. So we'll go to 7. It's been saved. Let's make sure I'm actually on the, nope, I'm not, but it's alright. We'll take this and minimize it. Here's where I want it. It's the Windows 7 browser, the server's browser, compared to Windows 10's browser. So I'll make sure I'm going there with the right machine. Now this one, I want to bring that down. $27 kilobytes. Looks like I got 2 of them. Let's see what time the first one come in. It's going to show me yesterday and today. Yep. See, I may be onto something. This one has another 8 kilobytes. So with any luck, that's chapter 6. No, this one's 28 kilobytes. Crud. So this is 911. We'll delete that one, even though it may be the same. It may not be too. Mainly that get ignore on the nodes. So this one 829. Yep, we just got this one last minute. We'll do a copy of it. Go to the desktop. I didn't want to close both of those. I didn't mean to. Paste. Chapter 7, Master 1. Okay, and then we'll just do extract here. Okay. Now, we'll need 2 of these. One of them needs to go to here. Oh, sorry. It's just easier to do it again. Needs to go to here. And we'll copy that and put it in this one. So change directory space, paste the path, go into it, and we want Mongo data. Humongous data. Waiting for connections. Now this one we'll take to the desktop and get into chapter 7 master. It's an odd name for it. Don't want to do that. Actually, I didn't want the zip either. Yeah. Chapter 7 master, that's better. Let's just open that then. Actually, I was going to say not yet, but let's go ahead and run it like it is. Because I feel like it should run something. Okay, now we're in it. So we should be able to say npm start. That's the instructions we've had. Okay, we'll let it run that. We can minimize this. We don't have our server yet. Wait, we got something there. Oh, you know what I forgot? npm install, wasn't it? We'll run that first. And to confirm that, we'll go back and look at our GitHub again on the README file. Yep, it's npm install, npm start, and then I commented out node server as a comment. So we'll look that up for a second while it's running. Yeah, I can see it on the other screen. It's still running. So let's do mark down cheat sheet. I might as well, yeah, I did bookmark it. I don't know what I bookmarked. No, I didn't. So I think I'm gonna make a new directory or a new bookmark tab. And just put it next to main here. Adam P markdown here. What was I trying to do in markdown? I don't remember now, but whatever it wasn't listed. I just kind of started reading everything that was available. None of them stuck out is what I was looking for. List is the one we've used so far. Headers. It wasn't any of those that I was looking for. Comments. Let's try, first of all, mark that. I'm gonna make a new one. Might as well leave it under Git for now, but we'll call it the show, the code must go on, and I'll kind of use it for stuff that I reference in the show. Put it under Git. Code must go on. I want to move that to the top here, next to there, and another one. See if we had one for Markdown. Nope. We got Minecraft. We got new folder. A new folder can be Markdown. And we'll put that one in alphabetical too. Oh, it is. No, it's not. Not funny. It's close. The A was after the I. Okay, so we got that bookmarked. We've got the code markdown sheet. How to set up a firewall. Sticky header on scroll. Okay, so those Turtle Wolf. Here we go. These are the ones I wanted in there. Video manager. Dashboard. That's what I'm always going to. I can't get there now. There. Needs to be in here. Let's see what else. We might review this later. I was looking for stuff like what I could, like common mistakes, common Angular JS mistakes that developers make. Twitch, I think that's just the channel. I didn't mean to click on it. What I meant to do was pull it over. Like that. What else we got in here? Put that in there. Same show, two different networks, I guess. Slightly different versions, but just by edits. And those will get more back in sync now that I'm figured out the workflow again. It's just one will be clipped off the other, so maybe the Twitch version will have a little longer, like behind the scenes flavor. You'll see more in between the. Now there's a lot of just long prattling bits of watching code dry. Sort of the maintenance in between, so I'll clip a lot of that out and put it over there. Video manager, Twitch, we'll try that one. I might just delete that one. I don't know if I need it that much. Am I kidding? I know I ever delete bookmarks, just rearrange them, trying to organize them better. Copy them to a new browser. Postman. I don't know if I ever did one on Postman. I guess I'll have to feel good about the rest of this. We can move on. What else? I never hit record button apparently. Oh well. Should I start it now? Not really. Just clip it out. I guess we'll go with the new workflow on this one. We'll try and pull the highlights out. If, I don't think I'll miss anything that important. If I can't screw it up that bad, really. As long as we're getting through the work. I said I wouldn't let the show get in the way of the work. I want to focus on the work for a while. And even though I didn't hit the record button, so it almost don't matter. We can just pull the highlights off of Twitch tonight. And even if that fails, it's not going to make a huge difference as long as I'm getting through the process. So that being said, it's funny, you can see through my cup, you can see the blue behind it. So, doing a green screen onto a blue screen. I guess for contrast, whatever. Here, we'll do there's the Vizio back. It's our dead air image. We'll throw that up for a while. Not that we're going to dead air yet. What we're really trying to go to, I think, is chapter 7. Oh yeah, put on this machine. Okay, so that's good. We got no repository field, no license field. Still, the rest of this, okay, deprecated. We might want to look through some of these. Error. Here we go, npm install. Typings. Typing is deprecated in favor of npm at types. typings. That's one of the things we're working with right now, so that might be worth taking a note of. Typings is deprecated in favor of npm at types. See README for more information. I'll have to track down the README, see, because I mean, we just copied and pasted the README that I know of. This is probably a README that's related to this at types. MongoDB, please upgrade to higher. Mongo 7, post install. Typings install. So it tried to deprecate the typings install. Deprecated November 21st. Registry is deprecated. Updated, replaced, or removed. Typings deprecated. Registry is deprecated. Update, replaced, or removed. So that's probably a good place to pay attention to. Core JavaScript global, Jasmine global, Node global, Socket.io client global, npm, can't read that one, something created a lock file as package lock.json, you should commit this file. npm warning, no repository field, npm warning, no license field, added 299 packages in 140 seconds. That actually sounds better than some of the stuff we were getting before. I might be wrong, but now we've got it on video, and actually, let's see, and typings install. Just in case. Up there, npm install, so that's our bug. That's our console log that we're getting. So we're going to copy this out just in case we need it for Stack Overflow later, or just research in general. It'll help me. I can be like, what was that bug? And we can't copy and paste out of here. I wish we could. Make it a lot easier to look some of these up. So we're just gonna do this, and then we can type in bug codes later if we need to search any of them. Let's do that again. We'll go a little bit wider. Okay, we've at least got that. Now let's say start and see what we get. Server running. Okay, that still feels better than what we've gotten so far. Let's see how much better. That's what we're getting. Yep. We're still sticking our loading. Localhost 3000 loading. So there's something there, but we've got a little more information to share about what we're getting there. So I'll try and I'll keep playing around with this Like I said, we've got that one link where like I got into the bookmarks, but it's like 18 most common mistakes. We'll see if any of those talk about getting stuck on a loading page. So we'll make it fit. We'll find out. I mean, this. Oh, there's one other thing. Which one do I want to look at? Let's go to. Let's not look on 7. Let's look on the Windows 10. And what is it I'm trying to get to? It wasn't the 18 common things yet. There was something else I thought. Oh, the actual code for 7. So let's pull another copy down for 7 locally. I know I just deleted those. Actually, there's probably one. Should have a copy of that. Let's see where. Yeah, here we go. So now I got a copy on the Windows 10 machine. Even though I'm not running the server there, we can take a look at it. It'll be more responsive in brackets. We can open it faster. Dig through what we want to look at faster. Excuse me. What I was thinking about, let's just go to the beginning. Server.js. Okay, we're getting the server at 3000. Module exports app listen. Okay. Yeah, see, it's calling on these typings, and that was one of the things it mentioned in the deprecated. So that's probably all it is. We probably just need to get our deprecations up. We'll go back and focus on that here in a second. What I'm looking for specifically where it's giving us that loading message, since that's what we keep seeing. I thought that would be a good clue. Could see where that's coming from. It's probably under routes. These might be worth looking at if it's got the yeah, app get OAuth Twitter callback. So user server. There. This directive main app is it's just saying loading. So main app, if I can track down the main app, it's loading the main app, wherever that tracks back to. Let's take a. I'm going to start formulating a site point question, and we'll do it in draft mode. Maybe I won't have to post it, but we can start formulating it, get in that direction. So it'll be the first time we've been to Stack Overflow in a while, maybe a week or so. There is a badge you can get for going consecutive days, so maybe I'll get that one this winter. I haven't had time to focus on it like that yet. Family sneezing. My first instinct's to say bless you, but they wouldn't hear me. You guys would hear me and they wouldn't. They're like all the way on the other end of the house. Sorry, I'm on the other screen, but it'll be worth it. I got a plus to my reputation. Trying to see for what. There we go. 5 responses. Can I vote these up or something? Reputation, let's look at what these are for. I got 2 new reputations. For accepting an answer, first parameter in express. Okay, it's fine. What did I come here for? Stack Overflow, let's ask a new question. Should I change monitors or just pull it over there? I guess I'll pull it over there. What I actually wanted to do, that's why I started this, I want to do that's code. Okay. I got a little elaborate on the, wait, some of your past questions have not been well received and you're in danger of being blocked from asking anymore. How do I ask a good question? Also edit your previous questions to improve formatting and clarity. So, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to ask my questions better. That last one was pretty well received. I actually got pluses on my reputation. It went up a little bit, so that helps. There's similar questions here. It's always good to look through those to make sure. And I'm not gonna ask it yet. I just wanted to format some basic stuff. I wanted to get that type because I know I'm going to end up referencing this file specifically, apart from the whole chapter 7 GitHub that we just put up. So basically, here it is. I gave them the I named the file, and then I put up the whole file. But what I want to highlight is this part right here, the directive. Because when it says loading, that's exactly what we're getting. Right here, 3 dots, loading 3 dots, and we're even getting hello world. So that part's coming back, but it's not getting past that. And then we got a screenshot. We can put that in there. Oh, we're getting 304s. I said 302s. So we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting 8 304 errors. So we can put that in the site point, or the Stack Overflow question, that screenshot. Probably go ahead and do that next. Basically, I'm consolidating my notes on anything I think might be like a process of elimination, things I've noticed that might not add up, and we'll try and work our way backwards till nothing's left on the list. Maybe we can get it down to 2 or 3 things and they can tell us what we're missing on those. So I'm basically just trying to formulate my question and make sure I've got all the information in here to work with. That being said, we've got a thing right here, so let's go to so now we'll put a picture in here, drag and drop. Where'd I put my picture? I put it on the wrong machine again, didn't I? Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So there, now they can see my errors. And then along with the code for loading. Let's get a picture of that while we got it open. I don't think most people put a lot of pictures in their Stack Overflow questions, but maybe I'm wrong. I haven't seen a lot of them. They're usually very text heavy, but a picture's worth 1,000 words. Sometimes there's stuff in there that you might even not think to type out. Right here. So we'll get a small, tight area. But it is showing the hello world. There's nothing on Google we need. We'll show them we're getting the hello world at localhost 3000. Is there anything else here I can show them that's useful? Probably not. Just that we're running the chapter 7. So let's do another snipping tool. New. Nope. Wait, what are our modes? Freeform, rectangular window, full screen. Alright, it's good to know. I've just always gone with this one. I didn't know I had other options. I don't think there's anything over here that changes it. Facebook, YouTube, Node, MongoDB, and Git. file, save as, make this one capture 3. Oh, save that. Okay, we'll close our server. We know what it's doing, or we don't know what it's done, but it's not going to give us any more information than that. So now let's go back to our site point question. So let's look at the preview. We've got our errors. I'm trying to think of the order, like presentation. So we'll go to the errors, and then we'll go with capture 3. Where to put you at? There. Okay, so that gives us a little preview of our question. We've got the error message, what we're actually getting on the screen, the code where that's coming from, and then we can also link chapter 7 here. So we'll put that at the bottom of all this. Let me do that. There we go. So I want to put a link in. Should be a draft. Okay, it says draft saved. Really? It does know that I want to ask a Angular question. JavaScript, sure. We'll add the main tag. Say main stack. Draft saved. That one might be worth looking at. Nobody answered him. 302. I think I was getting 304s. Yeah, 302. thought I just saw one I wanted to look at. Yeah, 302. Let's bookmark that one for reference. Oh, it's fine. We'll put it under the code. It's a good place to look for it. I will, as soon as I figure out that I've got it saved. It says draft saved. Let me do another, let me just go into my Stack Overflow and see what it looks like so I can find a draft of that question without, I don't want to close it until I know I've got it saved. It says draft saved, but I'd feel better confirming that. Fuck, I just put a little bit of work into that. So if I go to ask a question, it's still here, just automatically saved as a draft. If it is, that's pretty cool. So I'm just working on one draft at a time. I hope so, because I'm about to close this. Now I guess I can reformat it. I didn't put that much into it. Everything that's in it's copy and pasted. Might start doing a segment a day just where I try and find a question to answer. Just to get my points up. Like just one Pomodoro a day. Just to research somebody else's problem besides my own. Give back to the community a little bit. Broaden my... I probably won't have a whole lot to say, that's why I haven't done much yet, but I could look for a low-hanging fruit. try it here. Help center. We'll save this under the there. So I do want my just a draft saved. This is all marked down. I think that's what this is. This is all marked down. Let's do this. Actually got another idea. I can put it on the GitHub, which isn't there. It's in here. Should I put it in the README? No. Awesome. That's my Stack Overflow format so far. And I wonder if this is the way we can do it. I might just go ahead and do an issues. Part of this is to learn is issue is open. Yeah, sure. We'll practice this too. Maybe somebody can help me with a pull request to fix it. And it may be those deprecations, so we'll work on title 302 deprecations. Okay, so now I got my issue. 302 deprecations opened a minute ago by Turtle Wolf. 1 open, 0 closed. So maybe we can get this up to date, and other people working through their way through this will find that. And it's good practice all the way around. I mean, the book was written a year ago. Some of the stuff outdates, 6 months. That's part of the job. So if we can learn to keep code up to date, that'll be a good learning process. This episode's getting kind of long. I'm sure we've got at least our 25-minute Pomodoro. So let's go back to here. We still got our book to work with. Markdown, we saved the shortcuts, the cheat sheet. Never did find comments for Markdown. I might look that up later. So we've got a copy. If, let's do that again. reReview. So I might open that up as another issue, or just I'll probably move this issue, move this over under the issues. Let's do that before we end the episode. No, well, yeah. Let's do that. I'll take this out of here. Markdown. Maybe. Let's get a copy of it out first. Also, way to edit it. Make a new commit to that already. Let's go in here, I think. There it is. And that's not it, that's the readme. I want the read you. I still think that's what I want over here. Yeah, I'll do the edit here. Okay, let's do this one more time. Do Control All and copy. Now we'll go over under issues, and how will we do this? Let's do a new one. I might close that first one or delete it. I don't know. It's a learning process. Forgive me. We'll paste that title. 302 deprecation. Let's go to our issues. Can I delete this one? No, delete the first one. So I got one closed issue, but I can't get back. I'd like to just kind of delete it really, but I'm not going to worry about it. This has got my active issue, and we can still put that on Stack Overflow. We could even add a video to the. We could add this video to this deprecation issue to elaborate on it, but probably not yet. If I do, I'll try and make a more precise video, like a 5-minute video, just to point out what I think, like where I'm stuck at. Right now, I think we're still in the search process. We're still trying to pick it apart. There was one main thing I thought we could look at. Crud. Oh yeah, these. Let's try, we gotta go in there. It's my better bet, just to add it as a comment. What if I go back to, can I reopen a closed issue? So now I've got two open issues that are the same. Just kind of fine, I guess. Styling with Markdown supported. What I really want to do is open that on another window and type it out. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and break. We'll type this out so maybe we can look these errors up next round. Okay. The book, main stack. This is Stack Overflow. Yep, Stack Overflow is the main stack. If you don't do your homework, they'll rip you up. We can leave. We got our question saved at the GitHub. Markdown editing. I don't know if I bookmarked that. Maybe I should have. Alright. This, we just got the code. I think we can minimize. I was looking at 7 here. And our title card. Let's do that. We'll go ahead and get our notes ready for next episode. Minimize Wednesday 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Let's copy 56 and make a 57. Copy that. Oh, there's the things I've been trying to hide, so now I gotta delete this one too. Just edit it shorter. There. But that's good, we're making progress. So we got from 56 down to 57. There's still chapter 7 reReview. So we'll just use that. Where's my title card? We'll match it up. Really? Okay, yeah, that was 56. Oh, wow, 58. So this is 57. Right. Yep. was 56, so we're working on 57. So we can't highlight that. 57. And then we'll do a snipper. Don't you get a little snipper with me? List to list. Beautiful. Save as. We'll write over our title card. Yes. And then I might as well just leave this one on the screen. Take that, put it down. What else we got? So we got overlay, video captures off. There's our dead air. There we go, it's dead air for a while. Stop streaming, no. Start recording, no. Been live for 2 hours. Record 0, CPU at 26, frames at 30 frames per second, green light. We're looking good on all that. Alright, gonna stream for a minute. Showing one viewer, I'm assuming that's me. We are up to, so we can do a refresh on that. There it comes. Take a peek at that and then take our break. Nine followers, one viewer. Been on there almost 2.5 hours. 920 views. Alright, good enough for now. Back in a bit. I'm going to use this guy from MST3K. He's pointing at my equation. We use him for our dead air image. That way I'll know kind of on the edits on the broadcast when I'm getting ready to pull out my edits for the episodes. That'll give me like visual bookmarks to know if I need to fast forward or rewind, depending on where I start and stop playing. Okay. We can do it again. It's the habit. It's like, okay, on there. So done with our title card. It's episode 57. Take 2. Take 57. I think we'll go back to GitHub and work on detailing this issue a little bit. One thing we're going to want is more text in the deprecation issue. So let's do this. Let's go down to, because we got both issues open here. Let's try this. I'll put that over there. Do we have any brackets? What do you got going on here? It's our playlist. Working files, chapter 7. Let's do file, new. What do I want to put in there? Nothing yet. What I want to do is do a file, save as. Where we're going to put this one? I almost always go to the desktop. It's my default, so I know. We had another one was working on a while ago. I don't see it either. Well, I think it might be on the other machine actually. The more I think about it. No, it was on here. It was on the right screen though. It's alright. We'll call this one. It's gonna be a dot make markdown. Yeah, reReview. I guess that was on the GitHub maybe. I thought I had something on here I saved. What was it? reReview. Review 302 issue markdown. Alright, let's do that. And we'll put it on this side. And we'll make that a little bit smaller. We'll make this a little bit bigger. Make that a little bit bigger. And go that way. Okay, now let's type what we can get out of there. npm install npm warn deprecated typing at 1.4.0 typing is deprecated in favor of npm at types. See, read me for more information. Almost copy this. there. npm warn deprecated MongoDB at 2.2.11 colon please upgrade to 2.2.19 or higher. Main Mingo 0.0.7 oh 0.0.7 post install. Let's see. November 21st, that's pretty specific. Typing's warned deprecated. Typing's install. Typing's warn deprecated. 11/21/2016. Registry DT nodes six zero zero. So is it a star plus? Oh, exciting. 2016 high adrenaline rush. Oh wait. 2016 11/021 43327 is deprecated. Updated. Replaced or removed. Okay, we got plenty we could be working here. This ones at the top would probably fix a lot of the ones at the bottom. This one's almost the same, so we'll get it while we're here. Okay, typing's warned deprecated. This one's 5/9/2016. Registry DT socket IO client client number 1. Oh, I don't need all those numbers. Frac that. Global, 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 global. npm created a lock file. No repository field, no license. I think these are good. I'm going to stop there. Save that. Desktop review 302 issue markdown. So now we're going to take all this, copy that, and add that to our deprecation issue here. Let's edit this for a new commit. Here. We'll actually put that, let's see. Put it at the top. Try marking it as code. Let's look at our preview. Kinda better. Okay, nah, love you. Did you hear me? Alright, so let's take this and search for that. You got types. Yeah, that's what I was trying to search for. What are types? Got it again. What's up with that? That's the whole reason I typed this out, so I can copy out of it. Still going to types. That's weird. Yeah, I wouldn't want you going to that either. Still going to types. What the crap is up with that? Yeah, don't go there. Give me a search bar. Maybe that'll filter it out. I don't know what's... At types, just taking that last little bit. That's... okay. So let's not take the at types. Let's go all the way up to that. So the, interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. April 22nd. This is April. October 11th is closer to when it happened. October. It's pretty close. Start at the top. Time to do your research. Alright, big hurry you got there. I know I didn't type all that out. I gotta figure out where to get my log files so I can copy out. It's kind of nice to see how there's somebody else writes an issue. I've not really read an issue like that before. I mean, I just wrote my own, but it's nice to see like a reference point how somebody else did it. npm node OS Windows 10. Quick start at 101 post install typings. And again, I mean, we're trying to put the whole stack together. If I can't get this part to work, we could break out just Angular and do the Angular tutorial if that's what we need to get through this. It might tell us what we're overlooking. I also thought we might go back to 6 for a little bit. I'm gonna have to put the I think I deleted it. I'm gonna have to put the keys and the secrets back in. I had an episode this morning. I've got the recording of when I did it, but I think I actually deleted the file that has it. But I figured if I'm gonna have to do it again anyways, I might do it on the chapter 6 file, or the chapter 6 folder, and make sure that they work there. That might, because then I can just copy the file over. And if they're working there, I can copy it over to here and make sure that's not what's giving us the bug. At least I'll be able to, that'll be one more thing I can eliminate, make sure it's not the OAuth that's blocking this where we're stuck. Stack Overflow. I'm wondering what is the recommended practice by Angular team. I couldn't find it anywhere in the docs, and I am wondering what are the differences between the two. Any insights are more than welcome. I've seen it mentioned several times that TSD is deprecated. Didn't know details. See readme for more information. What readme? Let's go up to... It already had a readme. Let's go back then. That's the one I pasted in. So did I change this to read you? I went too far. Chapter 7 again. Updated an hour ago, updated a day ago. Let's try the read you. Nope. Could probably delete that one actually. Rough draft of question for Stack Overflow. I'd like to just delete that one, the read you. Don't know how to delete a file out of this really. fixing the issue. Figure out how to delete the file later. That's not what's holding this up.
Episode of Code Evolution. Today I got some good news that confirmed that TypeScript now gets all from NPM. So I wanted to do a quick tip video for you guys. I got some good news that confirmed that TypeScript now gets all of its types from NPM. So I wanted to do a quick tip video for you guys to show you how this is done. So let's start off by npm init, just so we can get the package JSON up and running. Next up, we're going to npm install at types assert. And so now we've included, as part of node modules under at types, we have our assert package. So if you have complex TypeScript applications or components, this is ideal because now your type declarations are part of the entire NPM node ecosystem. So let's do another one. And now we have jQuery as part of our dependencies. So in this case, if I wanted to create a new TypeScript file, I could then do some DOM manipulation by Now it has never been this easy. This is really a turning point in how easy it is to grab types and only use one tool. In this case, I'm showing you that I've included jQuery as an example. I was able to set up a document selector and then put a ready listener on it and call ready on the log. And in doing so, TypeScript and jQuery's type declaration recognize the shortcut for $, and WebStorm will automatically find that and pull it into your file. So I hope that helps everybody out. This was not meant to be long simply because it really is just that easy now. It's never been that easy.
Ben, not L. Sounds familiar too, actually.
app.component.htm is relative to the location of the app component itself. But in order to do this, we have to define this sort of special metadata module ID value using this special module.id. And you can see that module is not defined anywhere here. I'm not importing it from anything. It's an ambient value. It's a globally available value. Now the problem is, if we try to run our Angular application using this type of metadata, I'm going to refresh here, and I'm using the in-browser TypeScript compiler, you can see that the application itself runs, but the TypeScript compiler itself complains that it doesn't know what this module is, and that's the module, of course, that we're referring to right here. So in order to do this, what we have to do is tell the TypeScript compiler to expect this module object to be globally available. Now, for someone who's new to TypeScript like me, and I'm using TypeScript only for the first time when I'm learning Angular 2, the whole type system is definitely confusing, and typings is confusing, and the idea of creating custom type definition files is also nothing that's terribly obvious. And thankfully I came across a post by George, I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce the last name, who demonstrated how to do this, and it took me weeks to find this post, and so I wanted to sort of just relay the information here. So the point of this is to create a custom type definition file that declares modules so that our TypeScript compiler will stop complaining that it has no idea what it is. So first, let's take a quick look at the typings.json file in our Angular 2 application here. Now, because I'm using TypeScript 2, I don't have to worry about the sort of core browser type definitions. Those are part of TypeScript 2, I believe. And again, take all this with a grain of salt because I'm so terribly new to it. But you can see here that we have no dependencies. So when we install our typings, we end up with a root index.t.ts file in our typings folder, which is empty, right? We have no typings in here. But if we look at our tsconfig file, you'll see that we are indeed including this typings index.ts. And in fact, if we go over to our network activity, we can see that, let's see, where's ours? Here we are. So we can see I'm in my typings folder, and I'm looking at typings.t.ts, and you'll see that this there is no content in this file. Now, what we want to do is go back into our application, and we want to add a custom type definition file here that says to the TypeScript compiler, please expect a object module that has a known property ID that's of type string. And now I'm including this in in an app typings folder. And what I need to do now is install this into the typings ecosystem for this application. So I'm going to jump over here into our terminal, which I forgot to resize. And now, because I am using typings as part of a node module installation, I'm going to go into my node modules here, and I'm going to do typings typings install global, and I'm going to tell it to save a file, and I'm going to take my app typings here. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm reaching into my node module installation, I'm finding that typings binary, I'm going to install the type definition file that we created here for our application. I'm going to make globally available, and I'm going to tell it to save it, which is going to update our our typings.json file. So if we go ahead and run this. Now if we jump back over here and we go back into our typings.json file, you'll see that the typings binary has indeed updated this value, and it has actually copied this app.d.ts file into the typings folder. And now what happens is if we go back to our browser, right, where we were before getting this module problem, and refresh, you can see that the application now runs without any problem, because if we look at our custom typings file, you will see that it now references the index.t.ts file.
Okay, my gut feeling tells me there's two things we can be working on. It's 11 o'clock at night, so I'll probably work more on just planning out my day for tomorrow. I need to go through the broadcast for today. There's probably not a whole lot to salvage. Really, all we did was get Chapter 7 onto GitHub cleanly and make sure that we didn't have the get-ignore in there. So basically practiced GitHub and then opened a issue on there. So that being said, those are the minutes of the day. Let's get our excuse me. Let's close this. What is this? Yeah, we'll work with this for a second. Chapter, say 57. What did I just say? Chapter 07 on github.com without